Hola, mis hermanos de front row. We're hanging out with Rob, and we are the Gitas.
Yes, we are.
And you guys are back from 2 months on a Ukraine tour. What was that tour like for you guys? In 2 months, that's a long time to be traveling in one country.
We had like 13 shows, and we stayed for interviews, photo sessions. We had couple live recordings at the studio with video and everything. So a lot of shit coming.
Now, this is like the first time in 6 years that you've actually been back there.
Yeah.
What was that like for you, being back for the first time in that long? I mean, I'm sure so many things have changed.
Yeah, but I haven't noticed a lot because we were working super hard.
Yeah.
Like super hard. We came there, we had 7 days to rehearse with the new drummer and 2 bands. So I didn't even like check everything I supposed to check, like
Right.
a tourist or like the person who came back home after.
It was not a vacation. It was not a vacation.
It seemed like you guys were constantly working.
Yeah, it was constant work.
And I'm assuming this is in promotion of Beverly Kills, the latest album for you guys, or
Yes.
is there a different promotion out there?
Yeah, it was Beverly Kills, and it was actually introduction of Ukrainian people of my new band. So
Okay.
we just like showed what I'm doing right now, and we played with my old band from Ukraine there too. So it was like 2 shows in one every time. So I basically played
He was
like 2
dying,
shows.
dude. He was like playing 2-hour sets,
Yeah.
like full on. You know what I mean? It was quite a spectacle to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, just watching the feeds and the recap videos that you guys kept posting, it seemed like you guys had a crazy amount of fans out there. Like, it seemed like sold out shows.
It was like every show was sold out except like only one acoustic, but
Yeah.
like everything was packed.
So how were you able to pull off doing 2 sets every night for those 2 months that you were on tour?
CrossFit, baby.
Kinda, yeah.
Not Skid Row yoga?
Skid Row yoga as well. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I mean, I was training a lot, and I feel it just like I'm doing this shit for, let's say, for all my life. That's why. I don't know. It was hard after all. After every show, he was putting eyes on me everywhere and everything. But it was cool.
Yeah.
And after like let's say 4 shows, I was like, I'm good.
I'm ready for another one.
Yeah, I can
basically.
do whatever.
Yeah. So give me a proper introduction of your band, because I've heard you guys over the years. I've yet to see you guys live, but I want to know more about what the Gitas is all about.
We have a show coming up October 1st. If you want to come check it out, if you guys want to come check it out, you're more than welcome to. It's going to be in downtown Los Angeles on Sunday, October 1st. Come check it out.
It's gonna be kinda like private, exclusive, and all this glam glitter shit.
Right.
And to say about the Gitas, I don't know. We just playing rock music, and it's rare right now because it's electronic music all around, and we're really fond of electronic music too. But we're playing pure rock grunge music, and I think it's coming back right now, and here we are.
Right. And I like listening to the record. I love like the undertones that you have. I want to say it's like Hinduism undertones that you guys have on your tracks as well. What is that recording like for you guys when you guys go into the studio to create this rock? I mean, Beverly Hills, for example, or Beverly Kills.
Yeah, Beverly Kills was really hard. Like recording was really, it was a really hard process.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of things that we didn't expect to happen, and it took us 8 months actually. But the actual recording was like a month. or
Yeah.
what?
We took like a month to record bass, drums, guitars, and I'd say like maybe like 3 weeks to record vocals. But then the whole process of mixing, mastering took forever. I would say like the record was held hostage for almost like 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we finally were able to release it. That brought a lot of blessings and a lot of obstacles as well.
Right.
We lost the drummer who recorded the record with us on the way. And we're currently looking for a permanent drummer right now. So it's been a roller coaster ride, like going to tour without a drummer, getting a drummer in Ukraine, releasing the record without a drummer, and still going, But it's been a blessing. Like we're blessed to be in this opportunity and in this in this scenario because we've learned so much. You know, we've learned so much about the industry, about working here in Los Angeles, and just learning about being friends, I guess. Yeah, it's been a learning curve.
And going back to looking for a drummer, I like that. I noticed when you guys were on tour, you guys were looking for a drummer out there that was willing to come out to LA. So is that, do you guys want a Ukrainian drummer, or do you guys want a drummer in general?
We actually found a drummer in Ukraine, but the problem is he was denied with his visa to come here double time. So we'll see what happens, but we'll see. I don't know. We're just trying to accept everything that universe trying to give us.
Right.
So if bad or good, like just okay. It's us. Okay.
Right. I mean, these challenges always come for a reason, right? So I mean, there's something that needs to be learned from it, or something you guys are going to get out of it in the end.
Kinda, yeah, but it's the process is still happening, so we don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow even.
Right. So as you're looking for a drummer, what is the criteria that you guys are looking for? What makes a drummer the perfect drummer for your band?
Real, down to earth, work hard mentality, rough rider, grinder, and just willing to make rock and roll. You don't know?
We're basically looking for another brother or sister because we're not money-oriented people at all. But it's nothing about like we're not gonna get money or something. We have tons of money in the future, like that shirt. But
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's there. The
yeah,
check's already written.
but I mean, like if the person just needs to be paid, it's not the person for us. That's for sure. We already saw these people. We already played with these kind of people, and especially here in U.S., people more like capitalistic oriented a little bit, but we're not about that. So we're looking for the real person, real into music, real into rock music, and real into like revival of the scene. There's no fucking scene.
Also, we're looking for somebody who is a huge conspiracy theorist believer. That's what we're looking for. We want somebody who believes it all, believes it all.
And they have to have a visa if they're from out of the States, right?
Whatever. If you came from Brazil, you're welcome. If you came from Ukraine, you're welcome. From
You're
Germany,
welcome from Jupiter too. We accept alien visas. You know what I mean? Anything's welcome.
Anything is possible these days. So let's jump back to Beverly Kills. Tell me about this record, and why was this record so important to you? You had so many obstacles coming around it, but yet you still made sure that this was the record that you wanted to release. Why was that?
because this is our life. We like how we started. I recorded the first record, which is called Garland by myself with hired musicians, and Beverly Kills was the first record we made as a band, and it was really important to release it and move forward. So
it was a good. I mean, it was a good experience because the record basically reflects us being a band for a year, and like everything we went through, like writing songs together, spending all the time in the rehearsal rooms, like just chilling at Sasha's house. And there was really like a message that we wanted to put out there, and the message was that the Gitas is a band who's striving for real rock. You know what I mean? Like, we're a real rock and roll band, and I think the record tries to reflect that. You know, we're all about the music. We're not about the whole selling out. It's all about the music, 100% about the music.
And aside from those challenges that you mentioned earlier, when you were actually in the studio creating these tracks, was there like a specific track that was challenging you guys the most while you guys were creating it? Maybe something you weren't sure if you wanted to release, or something that just the sound wasn't the sound that you guys wanted.
So we recorded more songs that is on the record, and yeah, it was 3 songs that we kind of like put aside. And what was challenging, a couple parts with drums were challenging for a drummer too. And I remember it was Femme Fatale. I broke my voice somehow. I don't know like what happened, but it was weird. I was singing, everything was good, but 2 notes, and it's like it's like it's like, and whatever I was trying to do didn't work out. So I stepped back and wait for a couple days, and it happened.
Yeah.
I would say that not challenging, but very interesting 2 tracks of the record that I personally enjoyed the most watching being recorded was "That's All I Do," because it includes a string arrangement. So like watching the arranger put everybody together and like make it happen was very, very fantastic. And then the other song that I really enjoyed the process was Gitas, because the song has bass synths on it. So like getting the right tone for the song was very, very interesting. We finally managed to get it, and I would say that the sound even evolved more in Ukraine, because when you're playing like in a bigger crowd and like bigger stage, you need like a bigger sound. So we also modified the sound for the live show. So it was really interesting.
That's awesome. I like that. I mean, it's multilingual. The record is. Was that something that you had in mind to do from the beginning? Is that something that just happened naturally for you guys?
So the Gitas is the songs from Sanskrit, and we're song-oriented musicians. So we wanted to make a record like different song after song, but you can understand that it's one band,
right?
But it's kind of compilation. So yeah, it was the goal to make it like this.
Yeah. Hopefully one day we'll write a song in Spanish.
Hey,
yeah, we're in
sure.
Portuguese. We're open for anything. We're a universal band.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So you guys are done with the Ukrainian tour. I heard you guys had some issues coming back. You had some issues coming back. What was going on with all that?
The problem was my passport. So my passport expired, and I've tried to make it when we came there, but the problem is Ukraine right now has no visas inside Europe, so you can go whatever. So people are trying to make their passport as soon as possible.
Right.
And when I called there, they said like, man, it's gonna take 2 months. And shit, I had no choice like how to do it. And then I've been trying to call people, and at the end of the day, somebody from the, how does it called, the president, what?
The consul?
No, it was the, I'm not sure who was that, but it was administration of the president of Ukraine, and somebody fucking helped me, because my passport, somebody took my passport, because everybody understood that it's a big deal for me.
Yeah.
They took my passport, and I was trying to get some money from me for that.
Wow.
So, Mafia, baby. Mafia.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But the problem is solved, so we're good.
And are you able to go back out, or it's still something you have
For
to?
sure. We already have a couple shows booked in Ukraine. Around the end of the year or beginning of the year. I can't tell right now, because it's not set up like for but
travel, yeah.
Nice.
we're looking to travel right now. We're looking to tour to Mexico, and we're working on it.
So you guys are thinking more worldwide rather than just keeping it local.
Yeah, because it's not a good thing to try to win LA audience, because there is no scene in LA. There is like, people are bored and lazy and all this shit. So yeah, we're looking basically to all around the world.
Right. So what's next aside from this show that's coming up October 1st? What's next for you guys right now?
Beside the show, or we have another show in Costa Mesa. After that, we're gonna release a couple remixes for the Beverly Kills. And
any DJs in particular that you'd like to work with?
we already did
Nice.
this work with
Deadmau5. I want to work with Deadmau5.
Yeah.
or Skrillex.
Or
right?
Skrillex, that'd be great.
He's
Yeah.
a rock star.
Yeah, but what we did one piece with it's called Mid Air. It's
Okay.
underground LA musician.
Okay.
Then we did another piece with Ukrainian DJs, and another one was Russian DJ, and we have couple more in progress.
Nice.
Yeah. There's also a DJ from Guatemala, Calix.
Yes.
He also did a really cool remix. I hope that it gets to the record.
Right.
So there's collaboration from like all over the world,
Right.
So we're excited.
Brand new version of this whole album.
Yeah, but it's gonna be like, let's say probably five songs.
Okay. Cool. Now, for those that haven't heard Beverly Kills yet, what do you guys want new listeners to get out of that record when they hear it?
The realness of rock and roll, just check it out. It's real rock music. Like we said, it's music oriented. So if you're into rock, if you're into the 90s or into grunge, like this is the record for you.
And there are a couple messages that needs to be heard. Like, I mean, it's something that not typical. How does it called? The fucking English is broken.
Your voice is breaking again.
Yeah. So it's not typical for music right now.
Yeah.
So it's not like nothing about this. So we're talking about certain things. So
Cool. Remember conspiracy theories. God damn it.